Have you ever sat still, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders, not just from work or family, but from something deeper, like the ache of a childhood memory that never really faded, or the guilt of past decisions that never really healed? Maybe your body has been trying to tell you something, with pain in your back, tension in your chest, or a chronic illness doctors can't fully explain. And maybe, just maybe, a small voice inside you has wondered, could this be about more than just biology? Hello, I am Alloy, and welcome to Audiofybooks, where you will find excellent audio summaries of books in a very easy and interesting way. If you want to learn from new books, do subscribe to the channel. Let's get started with today's book. Louise Hay believed in something radical, something beautiful, that every thought we think is creating our future, and that we hold far more power in our minds, hearts, and words than we were ever taught. You Can Heal Your Life isn't just a book, it's a mirror. And when you hold it up to your soul, you don't just see who you are, you see who you can become. Louise's own story begins in trauma. Abused as a child, abandoned by those meant to protect her, she spent years navigating pain, broken relationships, and insecurity. But it was her choice to heal, to truly, deliberately heal, that lit the path for millions. She didn't just escape her pain, she transmuted it. And she wanted us to know, if she could do it, so can we. At the heart of Louise's philosophy is this core idea. Every ailment in the body is tied to a pattern in the mind. Illness isn't just physical. It's emotional, spiritual, energetic. If you've been telling yourself you're not good enough, not smart enough, not lovable, not worthy, your body hears you, and it responds. With tension, with disease, with the quiet scream of symptoms begging you to pay attention. She tells us that the first step is awareness. That our thoughts are not harmless or random. They're potent. They shape our beliefs, and our beliefs build our lives. Louise encourages us to notice our inner dialogue. What do you say to yourself in the mirror? Is it filled with compassion or quiet cruelty? When things go wrong, do you blame yourself instantly? Do you say, "I'm always messing up," or "nothing ever works out for me"? These aren't just passing thoughts. They're affirmations. And most of us are affirming our worst fears every single day without realizing it. Louise invites us to flip that. She teaches the power of positive affirmations, not as cheesy slogans, but as intentional, repeated, deeply felt messages that can rewire your subconscious. You can start small. I am willing to change. That's it. Just willingness. No pressure to be perfect. Just open the door. The book walks us through affirmations for nearly every area of life. Struggling with self-worth? I love and approve of myself exactly as I am. Battling disease? My body is a mirror of my inner thoughts. I choose to create wellness. Money problems? I am open and receptive to new avenues of income. It feels awkward at first, almost forced. But that's because we're not used to being kind to ourselves. We've practiced self-judgment for years, decades. Healing starts when we practice something new. One of the most powerful chapters is about forgiveness. Louise explains that holding on to resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. When we carry anger, especially from the past, it doesn't hurt the person who wronged us. It hurts us. It manifests in the body. Louise saw this over and over in her workshops. People who forgave began to heal, not just emotionally, but physically. She leads readers through the process of letting go, not because what happened was okay, but because we deserve peace. She asks us to say, I am willing to release the need to be angry. Not even to release the anger yet, just the need to hold on to it. It's gentle, powerful work. Healing, not by force, but by softness. Another key idea from Louise is about patterns. She tells us that many of our life experiences, especially repeated challenges, are rooted in childhood. Think about your relationships, your finances, your health. Are there cycles that keep showing up? Do you always attract unavailable partners? Do you sabotage your success just when things are going well? Louise invites us to trace those patterns back to their origin. Often, we'll find a belief formed in childhood, something like, I'm not lovable or I don't deserve happiness. These beliefs sit quietly in the background, running the show. But when we bring them into the light, we can start to rewrite the script. We can tell our inner child a new story, that they are safe, that they are cherished, that they are whole. She also talks about the shoulds, the silent rules we carry. I should be married by now. I should make more money. I should be better. But every should is a judgment, a way of punishing ourselves for not being something we're not. Louise encourages us to replace should with choice. I choose to, or I could. It gives us freedom, responsibility, power. One of the most moving sections of the book is the metaphysical cause chart, a list of common illnesses and the emotional issues that correspond to them. For example, she links back pain to lack of support. She connects cancer to deep hurt, long-held resentment, and grief. Is this scientifically proven? No, not in the traditional sense. But Louise isn't claiming to be a doctor. She's offering a new lens, a way to explore what your body might be trying to say. And for many people, this lens has opened doors that medicine alone could not. Louise's approach is never about blame. If you're sick, it's not your fault, but it might be a message. And if you can hear it with compassion, not guilt, you can begin to heal, not just your symptoms, but your soul. She offers practical exercises too, mirror work, where you look into your own eyes and say, I love you. It feels strange at first, but it can unlock deep emotion. She encourages daily journaling, forgiveness lists, gratitude, and inner child healing. These aren't just practices, they're rituals, acts of self-devotion. And she reminds us constantly, progress, not perfection. Healing is not linear. You might feel amazing one day and triggered the next. That's okay. That's part of the journey. The important thing is to keep choosing love, to keep coming back to the present, to stop punishing ourselves for the past. By the end of the book, something shifts. You start to hear your inner voice with new ears. You start to notice the words you speak, to others and to yourself. You start to wonder, what if my life doesn't have to be a struggle? What if ease is possible? What if joy isn't just a fleeting moment, but a way of being? Louise closes with a vision of a healed world, a place where we all take responsibility for our inner life, where love is the default, and where our bodies and hearts are in harmony. It's idealistic, yes, but also deeply practical, because when one person heals, they ripple outward, and when many of us heal, the world changes. You Can Heal Your Life is not a quick fix. It's a companion, a quiet, gentle guide through the dark corners of your mind. It's the friend who holds your hand while you cry, then gently helps you stand again. It's the whisper that says, you are more powerful than you know. You are more loved than you believe, and you are capable of miracles. So if you're listening to this and feeling broken, know this, you are not broken. You are becoming. If you're feeling stuck, you are not failing. You are awakening. And if you're feeling alone, remember, every time you speak to yourself with love, Louise is there with you, cheering you on. Because healing isn't a destination, it's a decision. And you can make that decision right now.